Okay, let's begin with some breathing. So just stand with your feet comfortably under your shoulders and put your hands on your lower abdomen, your lower dantian, and take a breath. And now put one hand on your chest and then breathe in. Make it like a nice wave breath, starting in your belly. Let it come up into your chest. And then exhale through your nose until you get to the bottom of your exhale. And then when you've gotten just about to the bottom, then blow the rest of the air out through your mouth. This is a cleansing breath or a clearing breath. So breathe in through your nose and breathe out through your nose until the very end of the exhale, and then release deep tension, release anything you're worried about, release frustrations. You have something in particular that you want to let go of, you can put that into your mind as you're doing this and just let that go. And take one more breath. And then let's do some more clearing. So we'll do this one where you go up on your toes and then exhale as you throw away stress. Let your heels tap down onto the floor. You can feel a little bit of vibration going up through your feet, up through your legs, into your hips, all the way through your spine. And then exhale. Exhale through your mouth. Feel yourself getting warmed up. Warm up the feet, the legs, arms. 3 more times. And now let's just put your hands on your thighs and just lean over and let's just warm up the low back a little bit. So you want to curl when you exhale, curl your back and then inhale, arch your back. Just a few times to get your lower back warmed up. As you can see with my back, it doesn't have all that much movement. So that's probably why I'm putting this in to the class, because this is something that is can really benefit me. So I hope it can benefit you too. Inhale as you arch, exhale as you curl. Two more. And now let's use all that movement that we've created for spinal cord breathing. So breathe in and breathe out. Now, if you want to, you'll breathe in through your nose, but then if you want, you can exhale through your mouth to release some deep tension. You feel very comfortable. Then you can go ahead and breathe in and out through your nose. And now let's add a twist. So inhale and twist to your left. And then come back to center on the exhale. And then the other side. Breathe in and breathe out. What a nice slow pace. You can round your back, curl your tailbone under, exhale. And when you inhale, open your chest. Have once more on each side. And then bring your arms down. And I just realized I never put everyone on mute. So I'm going to do that right now so we don't hear a lot of background music, background sounds. All right, let's do knocking on the door of life. So with your knees slightly bent, twist from your hips and your waist. Tap around the front, tap around the back. Keep breathing deeply. And then start to tap underneath your collarbone. Still the low back with the other hand. And if you're wondering how hard you tap, you want it to be firm. You want to be able to feel it, but not to hurt. You just want to stimulate the circulation of blood and energy. And then move on to the top of your shoulder. Open your hand. Remind your shoulders to relax. And then back down under the collarbone. And then around your waist. Take one more breath, and then as you exhale, let that movement wind down. And take a breath, feel your body. And now let's do some hip circles. So I'm going to turn around so you can see I'm circling the hips, just like that. And then when the hips go forward, I'm going to press in with my thumbs. Just press in and give a little massage to various places along your lower back here. You can, Keep changing the spot slightly every time you make a circle, or you can work on one spot. Feels like it needs some extra help. Usually I can find one spot that is asking for more attention. And now make the circle go the other direction. Circle the hips. When your hips are forward, then press into your low back. If it's not working too well with your thumbs, you can use your fingers or your knuckles, whatever feels good, just so that you can give yourself a little bit of extra added massage back there. And then release your arms down. And let's do a teacup exercise. And we're going to do the whole tray of teacups. So hold the tray up about your forehead height. And then the idea is to try and keep your palms facing up. So you're working out through your arms and your shoulders, as well as the rest of your body. So if you make the tray go over towards your left, your hips go over to the right. And then I think this is the hard part where you're trying to get your palms facing up. Then hips go back and to the other side. Again, twist your arms and then up over your head. So I'll go really slow a few times. And then once you get into the flow of the movement, you can smooth that out and just let the movement take over. Just moving and using most of the joints in the body. A great way to increase your circulation, get warmed up. And one more time, this direction. And now let's go the other way. So if your hips go over to the left and your hands go over to the right, and then palms face up, palms face up. Try and keep your palms facing up the whole time. I'm afraid my teacups are going to have Velcro on the bottom so they don't go all over the floor. Just breathe naturally through the movement. You might find something that starts to coordinate your breath and the movement. One more time. And then bring your arms down by your side. Maybe shake out your feet a little bit. And now let's do a little work on balance and strength. So open up your legs pretty wide. You can always adjust the length of your stride once we get into the lunge position. So start hands, prayer position in front of you and breathe in. And breathe out. It's heart to the sky. We use this movement to establish a nice deep breathing pattern. Inhale and open your chest. And exhale, you can open your upper back and even curl your tailbone under a little bit. That arch and curl keeps showing up in a lot of movements. And then turn to your right. So turn the right foot out to the side and then adjust the back of your heel so that you're able to get into a lunge position here. And then let your arms spread out to the side as you bend the knee in front. You can make this easier by having your feet closer together. Exhale as you spread your arms. Inhale as you come back to the prayer position. And see if you can allow your arms to just keep on growing, just slowly, 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 keep growing, and then come back in. Exhale, stretch your arms out, let them float. And inhale. And one more time. And then turn, face front again. Take a couple more breaths, heart to the sky. One more. And then let's turn the other direction. So you can adjust the length of your stride here and bend that forward knee, stretch your arms out. Inhale when you straighten your knee and put your hands together. Exhale. In and breathe out. Try to keep some weight in your back heel. There can be a tendency to put all or most of the weight into that front leg and get over here, and then your knee comes out too far forward. Your weight's still fairly in the middle of your lunge. Feel your legs getting bigger. And one more time. Turn and face front. Let's take a couple more breaths. And now return to that lunge position, and we'll do something a little bit more of like a variation. So with your legs as wide as you're comfortable with or as narrow as you want, then you can put your hand on your thigh. You could also put your elbow down if you want to go down lower. Maybe if your legs are really wide apart, that would work well. All right, and then you bend this knee, the other arm up over your head, stretching along your side here. Now keep your knee bent as you bring your hand back to the back of your leg here, and inhale and arch back just a little bit, and exhale, arm up over your head. So it's inhale as you do the stretch, and then exhale as you do the transition. Then inhale. I'll help you slow down a little bit. This is really good on working your balance, getting a lot of leg strength. One little tip on this part, be sure your hip is down as much as possible and not with your hip up like that, as much as you can. Just try a nice long line through here. Last one. And then turn and face the front. Breathe in. And breathe out one more time. And then turn the other side. You can adjust your stance, wider, smaller, what feels good today. And then, oh yes, hands on your thigh, other arm up over your head. So you want to avoid sticking your hip up. Try and get that long. And then inhale, exhale. Breathe in and same extent the whole time, just as much as you can. On this part of it, you can have your elbow bent more or less, so you can go way down or not so far down. Do 4 more times. 1, 2, 3, last one. And turn and face front. Let's do a forward fold. So you can gently let yourself fold forward. You can go halfway, all the way. Whew. Take some deep breaths. Relax your neck. Feel your hamstrings stretching a little. Feel your lower back stretching out. And then slowly put your hands on your thighs and stand up. Clasp your hands. And exhale. And then shake your feet out a little bit, shake your hands. And now let's do a little bouncing and shaking. Ah. Let's breathe out with a heart sound, that HA sound, really a sigh. Relax your shoulders. Relax your feet. Can help to put your weight a little more into your heels. That previous exercise, I feel it a lot in my feet. It's nice to relax your feet after doing that good workout. One more breath. And then come to a rest. Breathe in and breathe out. And then do a little tapping on your sternum. Stimulate the heart center. And then go over to one side underneath your collarbone. Lungs, lung meridian. And then back to the center. And do the other side. Back to the center. And then tap on your lower back. And then let your arms go down by your sides and take a breath. So the next few exercises are going to be for the heart meridian, the lung meridian, kidney meridian. So that's what we did the tapping in those areas. Okay, so let's do the fountain. So bend slightly and then make the back of your hands face each other. And inhale, pull the back of your hands up through the center line till you get right to your collarbone. And then exhale as you let your arms go out and around. So you can imagine that you're pulling energy, water energy, up through the bottom of your feet, through the inside of your legs, through your center line. And then we get up to here, and that's when you let the water spew out into the fountain. Let your hips glide back a little bit here. And then inhale as you bring your arms up. Hips tilt forward a little bit. Just push your hips forward. Inhale as you pull the energy in. Exhale as you let it circulate through your system. And if you can, breathe in and out through your nose. And if you can even undulate through your spine. So curl your tailbone under a little bit and then like bringing energy up through your spine as your arms come around and down. Breathe in and exhale. Even if there's not too much movement in your spine, just let your attention go up your spine as you inhale and then exhale, circulate the energy. Hips glide forward. Hips glide back. If you want, you can even close your eyes and just let yourself go with the flow of this movement. This exercise is directed at the kidney energy, kidneys, and water element, the element of water, pulling up that refreshing energy up through your legs and torso And then let it circulate out and around. Last one this way. And now let's do a little variation. So we'll just do with one arm. So we'll take the right arm and bring it up through the center line and then out and around. You can turn from your hips and your waist a little bit. This hand glides under, and then you do the same thing on the other side. So it's just that coming up the center line of your body. And then you can make a little bit more of a movement with your hips. So you turn toward the way your hand is going. Inhale, bring the energy up. Exhale, let it circulate. It may be a little bit more challenging to just do one side, but it's always really good to just focus your attention on this one side instead of just both sides all the time. So focus on this side and then the other. It's very similar to Zen circles, only we're just going up through the center line, and it's a smaller, more subtle kind of a movement than that one. And then after this side, come to a rest and hold an energy ball between your hands. And now this time, you're feeling the energy between your hands and curl your fingers so that your fingertips are pointing towards each other and you're connecting the energy lines from each of your fingers. Just feel your hands, feel your fingers, feel the energy sensation getting more intense in between your hands and on your hands. And now we'll do the owl turns its head. So from here, you spiral your arms out and keep your arms fairly close into you like this. So instead of here, you want it to be a fairly smaller position. And then you look down and then turn to the right. Look at your right palm. And then lift your head and look over your right shoulder toward the back right corner, if there is one, or just imagine one. And then turn your head to the front. Now let's do the other side. Look down to your left hand and then over your shoulder. And then bring your hands to face each other and reconnect with the energy sensation, fingers curved towards each other so you can really connect. And then again, spiral your arms out. This opens your chest. So we're targeting towards the lung area. And then look down. Now look towards your left hand this time. And then up over your left shoulder. You can feel a subtle twist going through your body, getting down into your low back kidney area. And then face front, look down. Look to the right hand. Then over the shoulder. And straight ahead. And then keep repeating. Feels really good. Let's look at the right side this time. Look down and now to the left. And then make the energy ball again, curved fingers. It's likely that you're feeling a much stronger energy feeling in your hands every time we do this. Let's do this again. Spiral your arms out and then look down. Now look to the left, up over the left shoulder, and to the front. Look down. To the right. We keep doing this, we'll have wonderful flexibility in our necks, just like the owls do. Feel your hands, feel the energy. And we'll do one more time. So open your hands out and look down. Look towards the left, over the shoulder. It's a subtle twist through the whole body. And then look down to the right and over the shoulder. And look straight ahead and reestablish that energy ball. Just feel your hands. This time, go ahead and close your eyes. Feel your hands. Feel the energy between your hands, all around your hands, like energy mittens. And now we'll do another exercise for the lung meridian, and it's going to be a soaring crane. So you bring your arms up about shoulder height, palms facing down here. And then inhale, open your arms out, stretch your chest open, then turn your hands over and touch your index finger to your thumb. And then close your arms together. Your elbows kind of close together, so it's not out here, more like that. And then palms face down and repeat. Inhale and exhale. The thumb is where the lung meridian comes from, or goes to, I should say. Inhale, open your chest. Touch your fingers, and then exhale. You can round your back a little bit. Inhale, you can undulate through your spine as you open. And then round your back again as you close. So you're not leaning over, you're just doing a very subtle kind of arch and curl with your spine. Inhale. And then when you come back in, make your arms go a little bit lower. So it's more targeting the lower part of your rib cage and lungs. Activate the whole of your lungs in the whole of your rib cage. And this is a fairly simple movement, so you can just let yourself go with the flow. If it feels all right, you can close your eyes and just let yourself be moved by the energy rather than, like we did at the beginning of class, treat it like exercise. This is more like a moving meditation. 3 more times. And then keeping your thumb and your index finger touching, make this low tree position. And we'll use this as a standing pose for just a minute or so. And we'll do box breathing. So that's breathe in for 4, hold for 4, exhale for 4, and hold at the bottom for 4. You can adjust the length of all the counts so that it works right for you. Box breathing with every piece of the breath is a fairly equal length of time. One more breath. And now let's have centering. So take your right arm up and down the center line. And then the left. Breathe in to collect energy. Breathe out to let it sink into your system, your energy system. You can twist from your hips and your waist a little bit. You're guiding the energy that you collect and accumulate and bring it deep inside your lower abdomen to charge your life energy battery. Place of nourishment and power. And now this time, just pause briefly with your hand by your heart. Breathe in and out in a nice balancing breath. So you're balancing and opening the connection between the heart and your lower abdomen, kidney area. And then same thing on the other side. Take one breath here. And then hands on your lower abdomen, legs closer together. And just take a moment to check in, feel your body. You can allow yourself to subtly rock and sway. Let the energy settle in and get absorbed. And one more breath. And then release your arms down. And let's do a short meditation. So go ahead and make yourself comfortable. I think a seated posture would be best with this. We'll be using that Taoist prayer position that we were just holding. Oh, that's inside out. Okay. Maybe you want to put on a sweater or use a blanket so you, as you cool off, you don't want to get chilled. And then once you're comfortable, just take your right hand and put it in front of your chest. And then your left hand, just let it rest in your lap with the palm facing up. And once you've gotten into your position, you can go ahead and close your eyes. I know this position helps you to connect within yourself, connect your heart center to your belly center. And this position symbolizes a grounded and joyful heart. So with your eyes closed, breathe into the center of your chest. Feel the hand at your heart center, opening the energy there. Let it be like a flower blossoming into the sun. And in your mind's eye, just watch the petals opening slowly, one by one. As your heart energy comes into full bloom. And now also, you can feel that the flower is grounded. Picture the flower with a stem reaching down toward your lower belly, where roots grow and then ground the flower. When the heart draws its energy from within, we can stay joyful without an external reason. We can stay light in our heart without the need for something external to happen. Just breathe in a light sense of joy and inner peace. Breathe the sense of joy and inner peace into your heart and feel grounded within yourself. And now let's change the hand position. So bring the other hand up in front of your chest. So that'd be the left hand up in front of your chest, right hand down in your lap, palm facing up. Keep breathing slowly. Breathe as if you're inhaling the scent of your flower. Breathe slow and deep. Inhale the feeling of joy and peace and contentment. Feel the flower, the stem, and the roots. It's all connected. The heart can blossom because we're grounded in the belly center, the lower dantian, the source of nourishment and power. And then, keeping your eyes closed, slowly float your upper hand down to meet the lower hand. And just let your palms rest one on top of the other. Your hands resting in your lap. And feel the harmony of a deep connection within yourself. Let your breath stay slow and relaxed. In and out through your nose. Let your mind be calm. Let your heart feel a light sense of inner peace. Connect to the feeling of being grounded in the eternal moment of now. And still keeping your eyes closed, bring your hands together over your lower abdomen and take a deep breath. And make a circle on your belly around your navel. Let the energy you've collected in your hands transfer down into your lower dantian. And as you continue to make the circle, you can let it get gradually a little larger and a little larger. And send energy to all of your organs, all of your abdominal organs. Let the chi that's in your hands sink into all your internal organs. And now gradually make the circle smaller. And come back around to your navel. Make it very small. And now bring your hands in a prayer position up by your heart. Let's take the peace that we've cultivated in our hearts and send it out to each other. Let your energy amplify into the energy of our group. And then send the peace out into the world. Take a deep breath. And as you exhale, say the word peace to yourself in your mind. Feel it ripple out in concentric circles out into the energy field. Inhale. And when you exhale, say peace in your mind. Let the peaceful energy ripple out into the world. Peace. And now you can open your eyes, and stretch, and take a deep breath of peace and joy, and take that out into your day. Thank you for joining the class.